Hola. Bienvenido a todos. Welcome everyone. Bienvenue à tous. We're going to start with Peter Wright, Philippe Perrier, the meeting of the French Open, Trophée Castel, Trophée du Capitaine des Jeux. I introduce you the team, umpires team first. So first, Santi Estella, please stand up. Santi Estella, Clément Gosset, Ben Turner, Rafa Silva, Philippe Perrier, of course, captain des Jeux, Peter Wright, Jason Dixon, Henry Fisher, and head judge. Well, this is a team, umpire team you're going to have for these 3 weeks. We have a few things to discuss. First, it's very important that everyone has to do his polo license. So first, you have to do your polo license. Some teams have done, some teams not. Todo el mundo tiene que hacer su licencia de polo para jugar. Cada equipo va a tener aquí un cartel con todos los papeles para rellenar y las informaciones del torneo. Each team going to have here a file with all the papers to fill for the tournament, and we will also give to the teams at the end of the presentation, we will give the bag with the team shirts for the team of the 16 goal. Al fin de la presentación con los referatos, le vamos a entregar a cada equipo las rameras para el torneo. Tenemos un sponsor USPA que ha ofrecido a cada equipo juegos de camisetas. Gracias a USPA tenemos un super apoyo. And we will organize, and tenemos que organizar también una foto después con los 16 equipos, un jugador por equipo para la foto con Justin y Polo Line para la foto del torneo de presentación de los equipos. In front, adelante, el patio de la hacienda, devant la ferme, juste devant la ferme. So we will have, after this presentation with the umpire, we will give to each team a bag with the team shirts of USPA, thank you. And then after we'll have a team shooting with 1 player per team in front of the farm with Justine, who is in charge of the pitchers and the Polo Line. So that's to start. Just a few things also to remember. We have sent you a link about the festivities. I request that all the teams send me the information about which event you go to attend, because we need to organize the numbers. And actually, only for the French Open, I have only 3 replies. For the Trophée Castel, only 2 replies. And for the Capitaine des Jeux, only 4 replies. So in total, you are 44 teams. So I request that everyone can do his duty about that. It's very easy. It's 2 minutes of your time. I know you're all very busy, but please, if you can do that, it will be fantastic. Sí, lo hago en español también. Si cada uno puede, para uno por equipo, tiene que rellenar el formulario de las fiestas y los eventos. Tenemos que organizar todo eso y necesitamos las respuestas de cada equipo. Actualmente tengo solamente 3 respuestas por el Open de Francia, 2 para el Castel y 4 para el Capitaine des Jeux y 2 para las mujeres. So, gracias a todos de hacer su trabajo de manager por equipo. Gracias a todos. Well, what we have to say also about the first, so we go to talk now about the rules. Peter Wright, who is in charge of is the chief umpire during these 3 weeks. So all the communication will pass by Philippe Perrier and Peter Wright. And they will study with the teams. Any question, any information requested, you have to discuss with them, of course. And we need today to define 2 professionals to attend to the meetings in case we need it. So we need 2 volunteers for the French Open and the Trophée Castel. So if we can define before the end of the meeting, these 2 volunteers will be fantastic. So think about who can attend, who can do it. Pancho, Pancho, thank you, gracias Pancho, siempre con nosotros. Sí, para el Open de Francia. Toli y Pancho, ¿está ok? Y para el Trofeo Castel, Rota, ¿lo puedes hacer? Y necesito, I need one more for the Trophy Castel. Un francés, capaz? ¿No? Dorian, bravo Dorian. Vale Dorian, vamos, felicitaciones. Bueno, here we have, so, for the 16 goal, Pancho Antoli. And for the 6th goal, Dorian and Rota. Gracias a todos. Thank you, everyone. So now we're going to start with the most important part. The chief umpire going to take the lead about the speech. Thank you, everyone.
Hi there, welcome everybody, and welcome back to you who have been to Chantilly before, and welcome to those of you who haven't been here before. Just going to talk a little bit about the rules. We play under HPA rules. Most of you who have played in France have played under the HPA rules this year, and certainly those who have played in the UK. There are a few differences from last year if you haven't played the HPA rules this year, and we'll go through a few of them as we go along. Some things are quite fundamental. Each team has a captain, and we do require that the captain has an armband so that as you go on the field, we know who the captain is and who is representing the team on the field. So if you haven't got an armband or something you can use to signify that you're the captain before tomorrow or your first game, please do that. It helps us a lot on the field if we know who we are supposed to be officially speaking to. Horse changes, changing horses in chukkers. If we have a period of 3.5, 4.5 minutes with no stop in play, no whistle, no goals, no balls over the sideline, we will give you the opportunity to have a free change. That opportunity needs to be taken within 1 minute so that we're not holding up the game, we're not holding it up for the viewers watching around the world. It needs to be quick. Otherwise, the game drags on and it's boring for everyone, especially spectators. You all have the capability to change a horse in a minute, so please, it's really important. It's not automatic. If we have breaks in play, we have 2 penalties, 2 goals, we have a not particularly fast chukker, it's probably not going to happen. So it's up to the judgment of the umpires on the field. We are sympathetic to you. We know it's the end of a season. We know it's the end of a long season. And if we do see tired horses, we will give you the opportunity to change. But it's not an automatic and it's not given. And please don't ask us to be giving it all the time. Otherwise, you might lose the right to have it at all, okay? The whip and the spurs. How long do we have between the goal until we get to the 25 seconds. So when you go behind, say you've scored a goal and you're going behind the goal, we will give you reasonable time to start making your turn and come back on the field. Some fields have a very short runoff. Some might be a bit slippery. If we get rain, it's going to be dangerous to turn quickly. We will give you time to turn back to come to the middle. When we see the last player making a proper effort to come back to the middle of the field, then we will start our 25 seconds. It's different on each field. It's different with weather conditions. So trust our judgment on that. We are in communication with radios, with the third man. He can see, we can see. And we will be having a count, so you will hear us, okay? So as long as you come back in reasonable time, you have that 25 seconds. Whip and spurs. The spurs... whip and spurs. The spurs, the rule is 2 centimetres. You've been playing it all year in France. You've been playing it all year in England. Those of you who haven't played in France or haven't played in the UK, have a look at your spurs. 2 centimetres is not very long. So we will be looking for it. It is against the rules, and you will not be allowed to play with them. Okay, so have a look at your spurs. Have a look at your teammates' spurs. Don't try and not use them in the first chukker and then come on in the second chukker with them. We will send you off. And you will not be... We will send you off and you can't play. You have to take them off and the game will start and then you can come back on. Yeah? But don't abuse it, guys, because the whole world is looking at horse welfare, and there are a lot of people who would like to see us doing things properly, but there's also a small minority who will pick up on any mistakes we make. And it's the same with the whip. The rules for the whip, you probably all know: not above the shoulder, not under the belly, and only on the rump of the horse, on the back. You get 2 hits with the whip in each play. And in that, you have to, once you've hit it, once you've made your first strike on the rump, you have to wait 3 seconds, as it is at the moment, until you can have your second strike with the whip. And that's it. 2 in any one play. So when you're running down the field, you get 2 goes at it. If you do another, then I'm afraid it's an automatic yellow card. For horse welfare, it's automatic yellow, okay? If you mark your horse with your spurs in any way, it is also a yellow card, and you're not allowed to use spurs for the rest of the game. So it's up to you. They're your horses. Look after them. If you don't look after them, we have to take it into our hands to look after them. Okay? So just be aware. Most of you all know how to use your spurs. Most of you all love your horses. So hopefully we won't have a problem. On the horse changes, as normal here in Chantilly, there'll be cones on the 60-yard lines. So you're allowed to change up to 60-yard line. Yeah. So the cones are there up to the 60-yard line. Once your horse is in the position that it is in, it cannot go from one end of the field following you. It's dangerous. There are people on the side. Anything could happen. So once your horse is in its position, please leave it there. Once you've changed, of course it can come back, but there's no galloping up the side of the field. That will also be penalised, okay? Maybe the technical, if it's a repeat offence, maybe a yellow card. So be aware of that as well. Hitting the ball into the horses. We were pretty tough on it at the beginning in the UK, and we stepped back a bit. We were giving too many yellow cards, and it was stopping people playing a natural game of polo. If a ball hits a horse hard, we might blow the whistle. And it might not be a foul. It might be just to make sure that horse is okay and have a throw-in. However, we also have the option of, if a ball is hit really hard into a horse, and we feel that either one of the players has made an infraction, either the guy hitting the ball into a horse or a guy moving his horse into the path of the ball, we may very well blow the whistle and call a foul against who we think is causing the foul. Just let me go to the last bit, Hotter. And we do still give yellow cards for hitting into the horse. And the criteria for hitting the ball into the horse and getting a yellow card is A, very slow speed, B, very close, so less than 15 yards, 10 yards, and 3, hitting with angle. So if you're in a slow play and you're close and you hit the ball hard at an angle into someone, do not be surprised if it is a yellow card. It doesn't matter where the goal is, it matters where the line of the ball and the right of way is. Okay? So if we see you with any degree of control on your shot, it's probably not going to be a foul. It might hit the horse on the hock and we stop, or on the pastern, and we stop to make sure the horse is okay. But if we as umpires see you make an effort to slow your swing, not make a full shot, we'll be a lot more sympathetic to you. Hotter. As I said, if you're within the 60-yard area, and you stop, and there's 7 people between you and the goal, you just have to show a measure of control in your shot. It's generally the player with the ball who is slowing down. Hopefully, if someone has come in front of you and made you stop, we'll blow the foul and you will get the penalty. But if you're slowing the play up because you don't have a shot at goal or it's a difficult shot, then the onus is on you then to be careful with your shot. Maybe it's a foul, maybe it's no foul, maybe we blow the whistle, we have a throw in. Every situation is different. But again, if we see you with a measure of control on the shot, the chances are it's not going to be a foul. I know it's difficult, I know you all want to score goals, but the easiest way is to keep going at the goal and not stop. The ball hitting the umpire pony. So you're making a shot and it hits the umpire pony and the umpire is in the wrong, he shouldn't be where he is, or it's just really unlucky that maybe you've caned the ball and it's gone to that side and it's hit him. If a team is advantaged or disadvantaged, then the whistle will blow and it will be a drop ball. However, if it hits the umpire pony and no team gains an advantage or no team has a disadvantage, play will carry on. It's only if the ball hits the umpire pony, you're running to goal, hits the umpire pony, goes out 90 degrees to a defender, then we deem that as a clear advantage or disadvantage. Okay? So that's that. We have a Fair Play Award this year, sponsored by Philip Muller and the Standing Rock team. There are, at the end of each game, each umpire has a questionnaire that he will fill in. 5 criteria are general sportsmanship, conduct towards the umpires, conduct towards the opposition, horse welfare, how they're treating their horses, how they're riding their horses. That includes umpire ponies as well, whether they're tacked up nicely, whether they've got bandages on properly, whether the tack is in good condition, whether the horses are in good condition, and on-field discipline, how many fouls you're making, how you're reacting to fouls, etc., etc. So there'll be a score in all those categories, 1 to 5 at the end of each game. And at the end of the tournament, there will be, is it in all 3 categories? No, just in the Open?
Only for the French Open.
So just in the French Open. So it's nice, hopefully the team that wins it can maybe win 2 prizes. Maybe the team that comes bottom has a chance of winning a prize as well. But it's really important, guys, that we always try and treat you with respect as much as we can. We'd quite like for you guys to treat us with that respect and your opposition and the horses. Slight change from last year as well. Sorry to go on. We have been also giving more technicals this year, not straight yellow cards, for a little bit of back chat, hitting the ball after the whistle if it's not really hard. So we have come back a little bit. We do empathise with you about how you play the game. We know it's tough. We know it can be stressful. So we have come back a little bit. Obviously for really dangerous play, it's going to be yellow card. Really, really dangerous, might be a double yellow. And for bad talking, swearing to the opposition, swearing to the umpires, it might be the same. So we've come back a little bit. We do understand it's frustrating sometimes, but if you get a technical, chances are your next one is going to be a yellow card. So once we've given you that warning of a technical, please take it seriously. We don't like giving out yellow cards. We don't do it unless we have to. So that's all I really have to say. Yeah. The tournament works on the yellow card system. If you get 2 yellow cards, you automatically start your next 2 games on a yellow card. So if you get one in your first game, one in your second game, you will automatically start your third and your fourth game on a yellow card. If you don't get a yellow card in the third or fourth game, you will have one of those taken away. Your fifth game, you will be just on one yellow card. If you do get... No, we take 0 or 1? Yeah, you don't start on 1, but you still have those yellows which were there. Yes. Yeah. No, you don't start. Yeah. What else? But if you do get one in the third or fourth game, it goes on for another 2 games. So it keeps going on if you keep getting them. And if you get so many, you're going to come up between... Exactly. Okay. I think that's me done, unless any of these guys...
Sorry, I've got to say something. Just to clarify, so you can have technicals. Every player in the team can have 1 technical each. Every player in the team may get one technical each, and then we can start processing yellows. If you've already had a yellow, you may still have a technical after that. That's something that's changed in our rules. So each of you, 4 players, may receive 1 technical each. We don't have to give you yellow cards all the time, just to clarify. And just going back to Hotter's point, we can't, about in front of the goal and those things, we can't envisage every situation that may arise. However, if you were the ball carrier and you're coming to goal, yes, you're allowed to slow down. If you have a player challenging you, a close player challenging you, and we say clear, I believe, and we want to be consistent on this, we need that player to clear there or there. And it has to happen, as we are going to penalise you. Well, that's what we haven't had a conversation yet. So if they go 2 meters in front of you or 5 meters in front of you, that's not clearing because they're blocking your line of the ball. However, the other players, for us, a bit more of a distance, are more difficult for us to control. But the immediate challenger for the on-the-ball player, for us, we need to get this consistent in the group. We're new together. But I would like to believe when we say clear, you act immediately as you're going to get blown for a foul. That's all I have to say.
Do you have any question? ¿Tienen algunas preguntas?
4 yellow cards and you miss 1 match? In total?
Asking on behalf of Tolly.
4 is...
Yeah. 4.
After, if you have total 4, you miss 1 match. Yes.
Ooh. Any more questions?
You began very well.
Don't be shy, please. No question. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. Alors, a few things to remember. First, each team should provide for the 16 goal 2 horse umpires. So per game. Each team should provide 2 horse umpires per game. Don't forget that. So if you don't have these horses, you can organize. Well, let us know, and we can help you for that. But just let us know. You all met Adrien Le Gallo, who is in charge of the organization of the practice and the stick and ball. Adrien. So Adrien is doing a fantastic job with Sébastien, with the stable. Un applauso à Adrien. We have Marie-Agnès. Marie-Agnès should come also, please. Marie-Agnès. So Marie-Agnès is in charge of all the secretary office, all the paper for the French Polo Federation. She's helping you for the beep, everything. So please. Thank you. So if you need anything, she's at the secretary and she will help you, assist you. We have Valérie who is in charge of the clubhouse. So if you want to book your table or go to see Valérie, the clubhouse will be open every day during the French Open tournament. So, but please inform her if you want to come for lunch or for dinner. I think she's already preparing the cocktail, so she will come after. So Valérie for the clubhouse. After, for the festivities, on this Saturday, we have an event for the teams and the grooms with food trucks inside the court. So please send us the replies. Next week, we have an asado for the teams and a special homage to Patrick Guérin-Hermès on the Friday. And we will ask also the help of the teams because we need to create a special symbol with 200, 250 horses with the letter of PGH. So we count on you, and Adrien and all the team will ask you if you can come with some horses during that special shooting in memory and homage of Patrick Guérin-Hermès. About the trophy, you have 3 trophies in front of you, the French Open at the middle, the Trophy Condé on that side, and which is a subsidiary cup, and you have the Copa Amistad Carriès Chantilly with the trophies and has created Patrick Guérin-Hermès and Giorgio Brignon, with for the teams who are not qualified after the quarterfinal of the French Open. So that's the 3 main cup. We have also, thanks to Philippe Müller, and Peter will say a few words about that, this Fair Play Award for the best fair play team during the French Open. That's thank you to Standing Rock and Philippe Müller for that. It's very appreciated. At last, for the festivities, so on the Friday 20, we have this gala dinner at the Castle of Chantilly, black tie dinner, and you have, so please reply also for this dinner. And the final day, we will have a player lounge on the Filona one for the player during the final. So if you have like a buffet, brunch, you can come whenever you want, but the free space for the players. So please register all that because we need to organize and we need to know the numbers for everyone. So thank you for this part. Now we go to start by the next step is the shirts. And so we go to call team by team and we ask one player to come to pick up the bag and to take the papers. Everything is open. Yeah. For the French Open, everything is open. So. Por favor, you don't need to put the boots straight away. We just to give you the shirts and the team. Thank you. Después tenemos el equipo ESO, por favor, ESO. ¿Quién puede venir para ESO, por favor? Christian Bernal, ¿quién puede venir para ESO, por favor? Christian. Ay, viene Chulo, gracias Chulo. Merci. Tédélou, por favor. Tédélou. Faut que tu le trouves, le sac. Attends, on va te le donner. Comment ça va, mon grand? Ça va. Juste, tu cherches le sac. Non, il est là. Voilà. Commence pas avec toi. Tiens, gracias. Sainte-Même, por favor, Sainte-Même. Tenemos alguien para Sainte-Même? Non. Bon. OK. La Magdeleine. La Magdeleine. Ah, Sainte-Même. Là, il viene. Merci. Gracias. La Magdeleine. Je crois que c'est Elena. Elena tiene que venir para la Magdeleine. Merci Elena. Tu es responsable de tout ça. Merci, bravo Elena. Eternal G. Eternal G, por favor. Ah. Merci. Brittany. Brittany. Gracias. C'est Mongo, la fija. Jolly Roger. Gracias. Sí, c'est là. A ver. Miro. Oui, c'est là. It's okay. Okay. Mongo. Vamos, Mongo. Merci à toi. Kazakh. Kazakh. Ah, félicitations. Gracias para venir. Merci à toi. Gracias. Todo bien y tú. La fija Sandbox. Hello, nice to meet you. Comment ça va? Clinova. Ilwan. Primero Open de Francia para Ilwan. Animales. Pancho. Gracias. Rinidia. Geronimo está aquí. Gracias a ti. Octogone. Félicitations. Et Battistoni. Merci. Merci d'être venu.
Un plaisir d'être ici.
Merci infiniment. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So now we're going to do the picture, and we have for the 6-8 goal and the 0-4 goal team, we have the files with all the information, but so you can come to the table to take them, and we're going to do the picture now with Justine and Polo line. Thank you very much.